Good morning. Today we're going to continue with our solving linear equations, and we're going to focus on learning target 2.4, which is I can solve multi-step equations with variables on both sides of the equation. There are similar steps to what we did before. Distribute through the parentheses if you have any, combine like terms on the left side, combine like terms on the right side, collect all the variables on the same side, and then solve the remaining equation. So as I go through these, if I'm going too quickly, please hit pause so you can take time to write down the examples. Don't just watch them. It does help to have them on your paper to refer back to. Okay, first problem. If I draw my vertical line through my equal sign, okay, I need to make sure I keep my equation balanced as I go. We are going to go ahead and solve this. First step is to distribute through the parentheses if there are any. In this case, there aren't. So I'm going to move on to the second step, which is combining the like terms on the left side of the equation. So I have 4k plus 4k, which gives me 8k. Okay, third step is to combine like terms on the left side. I can't combine 5k and 15 because they are not like terms. Okay, and then the third step is to collect all the variables on the same, the fourth step is to collect all variables on the same side. One thing Mrs. Straight will tell you that will help you out is decide what side the variables are going to go on and what side the letters or the numbers are going to go on. So notice on the left side I only have a variable. I want all my variables or all my letters on the left side, and I want to get all of my numbers on the right side. Okay, so on the right side I have a letter. Need to move that to the other side. So remember, anytime you're moving it to the other side, we need to cancel it out. So since it's a positive 5k, we're going to do minus 5k on both sides. So that those cancel. So 8k minus 5k is 3k. Still have a negative 15 left over. And then I divide by 3 on both sides to get negative 5. Okay, so there's my final answer. Again, hit pause if I went too quickly when I was writing and talking. Make sure you copy all of this down. Let's go on to example 2. Same thing here. I'm going to draw my line through my equal sign. Use a different color this time just for fun. Okay. First step is always to distribute through your parentheses. So if I'm going to distribute through my parentheses, I'm going to do negative 4 times x, which is negative 4x, and negative 4 times negative 2, which is positive 8. Okay, on the right side, I don't have any parentheses, so I'm going to bring that straight down. Okay, second step is on the left side to go ahead and combine like terms. Since I can't combine those together, I don't have to worry about it. Third step is to combine like terms on the right side. Again, I can't do anything there. Next step is to get all of the variables on one side and all of the numbers on the other side. So I'm going to move all my letters or my variables to the left side. I'm going to move all my numbers to the right. So if I have an x on the right side, we need to cancel that to move it to the other side. So instead of doing minus 8x, I'm going to do plus 8x on both sides. And then do negative 4 plus 8, which is positive 4x. Bring down your plus 8. Bring down your equals 28. Once you're here, you have a two-step equation to solve. We need to move all of our numbers over to the right side. So to get rid of a positive 8 or plus 8, we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. So those cancel. I'm left with 4x on the left side, and then 28 minus 8 on the right side is 20. Okay, again, we're going to keep going. To get rid of that 4, we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. So I'm left with x equals positive 5. Continuing on, we are going to look at the next problem. Start by drawing my line through the equal sign. Just do this one for fun. Okay, there's my line. We are going to start by distributing through the parentheses, and we have those. Notice when I do this, I'm not going to multiply by my 7x because it's not in the parentheses. So I get negative 30x, plus 36 plus 7x equals, okay, no parentheses on the right side, so let's go ahead and bring that down. First step there. Second step is to go ahead and combine like terms on the left side. So I have negative 30x and positive 7x. So if I combine those together, I get negative 23x. My 36 is going to stay where it's at. Third step is to combine like terms on the right side. I don't have any, so I'm going to bring that straight down. And then I need to decide, do I want my letters on the left side or the right side? I'm actually going to move them to the right side. You can move them to the left side if you'd like. It's completely up to you. But I need to get rid of this 23x here by adding 23x on both sides because I want all of my variables on the right side. Okay, again, if you do it on the left side, that's fine. You'll get the same answer. So 6x and 23x is 29x. Bring down your minus 22. and we are going to solve from there. So let's go ahead and do plus 22 on both sides. It changed to black for some random reason. So I get 58 equals 29x. Last up is to divide by 29 on both sides. I'm running out of room, but I get 2 equals x. Okay. If you had moved the variables to the right side instead of, to the left side instead of the right side, you would have had negative 29x equals negative 58, which still gives you a positive 2. Okay, example 4. Let's go ahead and do this one. Draw a line. Go ahead and start distributing to eliminate your parentheses. And we're going to combine like terms, move our variables around, and go from there. Okay, so distribute. On the left side, we have 2 plus 10n. Remember, don't multiply by the 6 because it's not in the parentheses. On the right side, we have 7 times 3, which is 21. 7 times 2n is 14n. And don't multiply by the 3n. On the left side, we are going to combine our like terms. So I have 2 and 6. So 2 plus 6 is 8. So I have 10n plus 8 equals. And on the right side, I am going to combine 14 and negative 3n, which gives me 11n. So I have 21 plus 11n. Your choice, completely up to you. I like to move this so that I can avoid negatives, but I'm going to go ahead and do this way first. I'm going to move my variables to the left side and my numbers to the right. So I need to get rid of that 11n on the right side. And I need to be really careful with my signs. So 10 minus 11 is actually negative 1. If you had gone the other way, you would have had a positive. I need to move my 8 over, so minus 8 on both sides. I get negative 1n equals positive 13. And then my last step is to divide by negative 1 on both sides. If you had switched your variables and your numbers around, you would have had negative 13 equals n, or 1n, which is the same thing. Okay, the order here doesn't matter. So negative 13 for our final answer. Okay, last one here. Okay, big application problem. There's a bunch of information here. What this is saying is this function here can be used to calculate Karen's expenses, out-of-pocket costs, where M represents medical expenses. Okay, so with your insurance, you pay a certain amount of money, and then the insurance company covers the rest. M would be the total cost of the medical expenses. C is Karen's cost. Okay, so if Karen pays $6,426 out of pocket, we can just plug that in for Karen's costs for her medicals. Okay, and then we don't have variables on both sides, so we just need to distribute and combine like terms on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bring my work down here. So I have 6426 on the left side. I have 3626 plus 500 plus 0.20m minus 100 there. Okay, all I did was distribute. I'm going to combine like terms. So if I combine this, this, and this, I get 4,026 plus 0.20m. And then I need to solve. So you get 2,400 equals 0.20m. Pretend my line kept going. And then divide by 0.20, or 0.2. And you actually get $12,000 for her medical expenses. Okay, so that includes what she paid plus, that is the total cost. She paid about half of that. Okay, again, if you have any questions, please hit pause, rewind, raise your hand, let us know. We will come help you out. If not, and you're good, go ahead and move on to your 2.4 practice. When you finish, there are practice quizzes for 2.1 and 2.2, as well as 2.3 and 2.4. On Canvas, you need to do those, make sure you're good. And when you are ready, you have your forced assessment to take. Have a great day.